Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone Triz.
Hello, everyone.
Coming in loud and strong, hot and heavy.
Steamy.
Steamy and beamy.
Moist.
Moist. Why don't people like the word moist?
It sounds awful.
Why?
It just sounds wet.
It sounds like,
slimy.
no, I feel like it sounds dewy.
Dewy.
Yeah, moist. Do you like the word moist?
Moist sounds moist.
Yeah, it sounds, wet. It sounds like a light coating of sweat.
Ew.
Or a light coating of,
It sounds...
sweaty?
I don't know. Why don't people like the word moist?
Yeah, why don't people like the moist? I know a lot of people don't like to say it, too, like moist. Moist.
Ay.
Moist.
Good morning. It's Friday.
It's Freaky Friday. It's F-word Fridays. Fantabulous, foolishness, affery. All of the things. We're going to have a good time today.
Right. And people, don't forget, we have a little contest going on for who can come up with the best nickname that people call people, best outrageous nickname. So that's going to be a part of our Fun Friday stuff that we're doing here today.
Fun Friday stuff that we're doing here.
Fun Friday. Yes.
I did get one. I feel like, there it is. Quick check-in. Everybody that's starting with our audience, you guys can call us up at 617-272-3387, 617-272.
What do you just keep counting?
3387. Or you can put it down into the comment section. Just let us know how you're doing on a scale of 1 to 10. What is your number? From 1 to 10, what is your feeling? Where are you? 10 being the best. I'm feeling the best right now and everything that's going on. And 1 being, God damn it, I hate everything. I want to punch things in the face. Moisty is gonna be a nickname now. Who you gonna call Moisty? Hi, AP Black. Good morning, Jess. Moisty. That sounds like the name of a cat that licks itself a lot.
And that's gross. A moist cat?
A moist cat. A wet cat. That's a very crazy innuendo.
Yeah.
How you feeling today, Sauce? Well, on a scale from 1 to 10, how you doing?
How I'm doing? I'm doing okay. I today was very, very, very... Like, it was very hard to get up out of the bed. Mm-hmm. Like, I literally stayed in the bed till about damn near 8 o'clock and then jumped up and did a mad dash to get me and the boy ready. And, like on a scale of 1 to 10, I think that I'm probably like on a 6-ish. I'm at a little 6-ish. Mm-hmm. I'm not excited. I'm not unexcited. I'm just kind of like, nah. What about you guys? 1 to 10, scale of 1 to 10, where you guys are on this weekend Friday?
I'm probably at a strong, probably about a strong 7. Not so bad.
Yeah, that's
I'm
good.
feeling all right. I feel all right. Yeah. Am I in tip-top 100%? No, I'm very, very low energy. Mm-hmm. This is the time, in my cycle of life, this is the time where I am low energy and things like that. Yep. That's how I'm feeling, but I really feel good aside from that.
Okay. Yeah. I like it.
What number did you say you are?
I was a 6. What about you, Tristan? Everybody in the comment sections too. We are rating ourselves 1 through 10. 10 being the highest, 1 being the lowest of how we're feeling. Tristan?
I'm a good old I'm a 7.
A 7?
I'm a 7.
Okay.
I woke up today. I feel good. It's Friday.
Woke
you got
up
nice
this morning.
glasses.
It said you got yourself a gun.
There's a little money in my bank account. It's gone now, but
Give me $20. Give me $20.
Let me see what you got for me.
But other than that, taking it easy. It's nice. Cool.
Good. I'm glad to hear that. That sounds good.
And let's see what we have in the comment section. What do we have? We have Jess Lowry. She's a effing 10. baby. She's an F and 10 baby. AP is an 888. All right, he's an 8 across the board. We got LaWanda. She's at a 7, a little tired. I feel you. And Chris is at a 10, but my wife drained me to a 1, and now I'm in the fetal. Ew, y'all are nasty.
Ooh.
I'm a virgin, and that's nasty. Greenhouse Malika says good morning. I'm a 7. Paid mad bills this morning, but got my tickets for bars too. Yeah! Go ahead. Go, Malika.
She got her ticket for what?
She got her ticket for bars too.
Go, Malika. Go, Malika.
Go, Malika. Hey. Mike Nice is 8.5. It's a Fix a Drink Friday. I know, Tristan, today is a drink. We need a drink.
Y'all don't want, we got wine.
You drink all the tequila.
Y'all want some wine? Y'all want some tequila?
I'd rather wine, not tequila.
Yeah, I would rather some wine too. Might make me a little
wine
sleep.
mixed with tequila?
Yes.
I'm gonna come up with a tequila called tequila.
I would just like the wine, please.
Tequila.
Boring.
Yeah.
Schneider is a 7. And Shakay, what's your number on a scale of 1 to 10? Where you sitting at right now in your life? 10 being the highest and 1 being the lowest. And you guys that are listening on the radio side of things, please call us up too, 617-272-3387.
Yes,
y'all, they mad. The radio side be mad radio. The radio side
quiet.
treats radio like it's radio. They just listen and they go about their business. And then they see you in the street and be like, I listen every day.
What's our trucker friend name? Shout out to our trucker friend. What's the trucker man?
Trucker man?
The trucker man, yeah.
He calls in.
Yeah, he called in.
Yeah.
Trucker. He's in B-Soca too.
Keep
Say Boston
on
Carnival.
trucking.
I know his name.
Big up the truck man. He truck man know he is.
Draw the truck horn. I like when he says truck horn. Truck horn. It's not truck horn, it's truck horn.
Truck on.
I love you West Indian people. Y'all love to put together some things. Nobody better than the Bajans, but y'all love to put things together. All right.
Did you watch that video I sent last night with both the Bajan accent?
No. The one with the pennies in the mouth?
No, this guy goes up to a lady on the street and he's like, which accent is the worst accent or whatever like that? And she's like, well, I wouldn't say the worst, but just very, I don't know what she says, hard to listen to or something. And the guy cusses her out in a Bajan accent. And I watched that like 7 times last night.
Because if a Bajan cuss you, it's very harsh. It's very
Here it is.
mean-spirited.
Very raw.
No. Love you. Just because of the way it sounds. That's the whole point, isn't it?
You cockroach, you want beer, go and spray pan you from the back to the front. You parasite that want 7 train pan. What part of this come from? You want put in the back, careful of beer back shirt, go up them and your boat in there, you can't breathe. You understand? Sheet back kind. Study your head.
What? What?
I don't know.
You want to go on butt care and butt shit? What? I watched that like 6 times last night in the bathroom, and I was dying.
There is a Bajan podcaster, and he cussing everybody out, and I've been sitting there like, what is it that he just? What is it?
What did you say?
You know what? One of the worst is the Bajans text you. They text you in their accent.
Oh hell, what is that like?
Which part you going? Which part you? Which
Yeah,
part you
yeah,
going?
break your neck.
My friends text me in the accent. I'm like, what are y'all talking about?
Gee,
What?
yeah. Listen, that man cussed her just now. It's go and wash your head. What? What are you saying?
What do you rascal? Beverly, do not call here.
Cobbler.
Goblin. Cobbler.
What is that?
It's my it's the one that I don't like the most, but it's my absolute favorite to hear all the time because it's hilarious. It's not like you can't even be mad when a Bayesian cuss you because you have to stop and laugh because it's like you really were creative with putting that string of cussing together and then paraphrasing it into a 4-word sentence that has 16 words.
Well, we're going to need at least Pastor Troy to write in and tell us what that man just said to her because I don't even know what he said.
We be in the car and we be listening to Bashman Soca. I be like, no, for real, what he saying? What he saying? Thump you up. Why do you want to thump me up?
Exactly. What is wrong? Is that romantic?
Pump your hole. Why I don't want it to be thumped?
Oh my goodness! Wow. Why so violent?
Villain.
Where's the love?
Can you feel the love tonight? Today, we also start our Black Business Spotlight, where if you are a Black business and you want to get highlighted here from Spark FM Online on a Friday here on Saucy and Friends in the Morning, give us a call. Don't call us. Give us an email at sparkfmonline1@gmail.com. Again, sparkfmonline1@gmail.com. And you can be given a form that you can fill out so that we can shout you out for our Black Spotlight or our Small Business Spotlights on Fridays. Today we will be spotlighting Lexi Nails and we'll tell you guys more about her around the 10:30 hour. Welcome to Movie Phone.
Remember that?
Press what? You have to sit there and listen to all the damn movies to find the sound of your movie. Don't you miss it.
I know, because then you got to press pound to start over at the main menu.
And nobody got time for that. Let's get into the show. Today is March 31st, the last day of March. Saucy and Friends in the Morning starts now.
You're listening to Saucy and Friends in the Morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone Triz.
The only thing that does matter is great music, and you will find it here.
The all-new Spark FM.
Call Spark FM at 617-272-3387.
The all-new Spark FM. Log on to sparkfmonline.com.
Today is Friday, March 31st, the last day of March. Tomorrow is April Fool's.
Oh my gosh.
Where I'll have to deal with CK all goddamn day.
That is one of CK's favorite holidays.
Is that a thing?
April Fool's?
April Fool's still a thing.
Yes.
Only for CK, I think.
And Krispy Kreme.
And
Krispy Kreme put out a funny April Fool's joke that is messing with the internet's heart. I just read.
Krispy Kreme coming back to Boston?
I wish they would come back to Boston. That's probably the April Fool's joke that they said. I love a Krispy Kreme. Did y'all love Krispy Kreme when it was here?
I didn't love it. I thought they were too sweet.
OMG.
They were a little too sweet, but they were nice.
One of my favorite things to do and when I go to Vegas is go get some Krispy Kreme donuts. Oh, they're so nice.
And they be
Shakay
warm.
says she found out she was pregnant on April Fool's Day. Had to wait until the 5th to tell people. That is funny.
That is funny.
Today is going to be scattered showers, partly cloudy early, then becoming cloudy with periods of rain this afternoon. Highs in the 50s, winds in the south, winds at 10 to 15. Again, remember that means nothing. It's just cold. Chance of rain is 80%. But when are we going to get the rain?
After like
Here
2, 3,
comes the
well,
rain.
around like 4 or 5.
Oh, good, because that's the time I should be in my house laying down. Well,
You-
a bit of my hair did.
Getting your hair did.
Getting my hair
So
did.
Krispy Kreme's April Fool's joke, it says, there's surely a lot we might fall for on April Fool's Day, but a new offer from Krispy Kreme isn't one of them. The donut shop just announced that in honor of the cookie holiday, they're bringing back their pumpkin spice original glazed donut for a limited time. Seriously, from April 1st to April 2nd, you can get your hands on the fall favorite at participating Krispy Kreme shops across the U.S.
Let me see the closest Krispy Kreme.
Where is
Closest Krispy Kreme.
What's the furthest you guys?
Ain't it in Connecticut or something?
That's where Red Lobster is. Where
Oh.
Red Lobster at? I want to go to the Red Lobster. I want some of them biscuits.
We went to Red Lobster once in our family lifetime, didn't we?
In New York? Did we go to Red Lobster
Somewhere.
in New York one time? What?
Mohegan Sun.
Really?
The Krispy Kreme and Mohegan Sun.
That is the closest.
So like I wouldn't go there to get the Krispy Kreme, but if I'm at Mohegan Sun, I'm definitely going to get
100%. I had a donut this morning.
Did you?
I had a donut last night as well.
Good for you.
You know, because I left the gym, I had an amazing workout with extreme hip hop. I mean, I sweat. I really felt like I was doing
You were very
something.
cute in the picture.
Thank you. And then when I was driving home, I was like, "Ooh, I can't wait to get home, you know, to meditate after the child goes to sleep." And I was like, usually I always feel like, I wish I had a donut. So I bought one preemptively for later that night. And it was wonderful. It was absolutely magnificent.
That's good. What kind of donut was it?
Just a regular glazed donut.
What's your favorite donut?
It is.
That's the best
Between that one and the chocolate donut, like chocolate glazed donut. Oh my God, I love them. They taste like cake, bro. The chocolate glazed donut actually tastes like cake. It's like a little small chocolate cake in your mouth.
My favorite donut is the lemon donut.
What
It's
is
got
that?
the powdered
Even
sugar on the
donut?
outside and it has the lemon curd in the middle.
Oh, hell no.
Yeah.
So
I remember the
good.
first time I had a jelly donut, I was like,
I used to be a jelly donut girl when I was younger.
I don't
but
want
now-
any party in my mouth. I
Yo,
don't
that
want any
was gross.
goozing
I
in my
agree.
mouth.
Oh,
Don't
yes,
do it.
listen out.
Don't
Anything, nothing should be allowed to squirt in your mouth. No food should be able to
Grow
squirt
up, Tristan.
in your mouth.
Grow up.
No food. Okay?
Grow up.
All right.
Ew. Well, speaking of squirt, last
Blueberry donut's good though. Blueberry donut.
It got squirty in the middle.
Nah. Blueberry
Oh.
donut's amazing.
It's like a glazed donut with little hard blueberries
yeah.
in it.
It's really nice.
Terrible.
To get a little into something more Friday-ish, I was watching a podcast clip today, and the man was talking about how he squirted.
What you just say?
Squirted out his butt.
What you just say?
No, he said that he squirted out his penis. I said, I think that's pee. And he
I
was
think
like,
it's called ejaculation.
some of the things that are you podcast. Here it is. Here it goes. Let me see.
Oh Lord.
It just kept going. It was like a solid 20 seconds. I want to say. It was so much. My bed was crazy soaked. But I'm like, what the fuck? This may never happen again. I'm trying to maximize this level of orgasm. It was just crazy. And I know it sounds crazy. Like, you just fucking peed on yourself. No. Men, in some way, shape, or form, are able to squirt. We are. We're able to squirt. It happens. Very rarely, but I was one. And it happened for me. So, yeah, that was a wild experience.
Before we start, if you're gonna blast us like this, the least you can do is follow us.
The other guy co-signed it and said that he was right, and that is something that happened.
Shut up! Shut up!
Because what? What?
As my grandmother would say, his piss frotting. Ew. That's what Shakay said. Why everybody gotta share everything? That is called pee. He said no. It's another. The dude, as they went on, the dude said no. It's another tube. It wasn't the pee hole. It was another tube that the squirt came. I said, well, how did? Where? Where's the tube? Where's the tube? Where's the tube? Show me the tube.
I don't know.
I just need us to do better, and I need everybody to stop feeling like they're a podcaster. And I need everybody to stop doing love and relationship podcasts because, you know, there's other things to talk about.
Everybody ain't Kevin Samuels.
Everybody ain't Kevin Samuels. And that's the problem. Kevin Samuels left a hole in a lot of y'all hearts. And y'all trying to recreate the spirit in which he gave you. And y'all got to let that hurt go. Let it go.
Release
y'all
it.
out here sounding crazy.
Release
let
it.
the hurt go.
And if Kevin Samuels is who you need to,
That's
whose
today's
cross
PSA.
you taking up to bed, then y'all really need to shut up.
Let's get into this news. Around the way news. 23-year-old man charged for allegedly kicking a teen. What did the teen do?
Yo, she didn't put that story was in here?
Yeah, it is. It's the second one. I didn't realize
Oh,
that.
this is it. This is the story. This is it. This is crazy.
23-year-old Keedron Perry Marshall is facing an attempted murder charge for a disturbing incident at the State Street Orange Line station on Tuesday. Authorities say Perry Marshall was recorded on MBTA surveillance kicking a teenager who was standing on the platform into the pit. Oh, damn. In court, a prosecutor said the attack was unprovoked and that Perry Marshall and the teen did not know each other. This was an incident where the victim was completely not paying attention, not looking. His back was turned to Mr. Perry Marshall and was thrown into this pit where there was obviously a serious risk of injury from not only an oncoming train, but also the voltage that is in the pit from the third rail. The teen's mother agreed to speak with Boston 25 News, but did not want to be identified. That's horrible. It's evil. What that person did to my son is horrible. The mother said the attack has traumatized her. I want justice for my son. I want my son. My son could have been dead, she said. Marshall Perry is also wanted for a troubling case in Whitman. Police say just about 6 hours after Perry Marshall was recorded kicking a teen into the train pit in the State Street MBA stop, Perry Marshall repeatedly stabbed a man in the head and upper body in an apartment complex on Myrtle Avenue.
Somebody go push him onto the third rail, please.
Don't push him on there. Hold him down with his face and neck on the third rail.
What the is his problem? I didn't say the word.
There was not a train coming. He did not hit that electrified third rail. Now, as for the suspect who was arrested, he was in court today and he's facing a charge of attempted murder. 23-year-old Kedrian Perry Marshall led into Boston Municipal Court facing an attempted murder charge for a disturbing incident at the State Street Orange Line T station Tuesday afternoon. Authorities say this is Perry Marshall, recorded on T surveillance.
He said this
kicking
is
a teenager
Sparta.
who was standing on the platform into the pit. In court, a prosecutor said the attack was unprovoked and that Perry Marshall and the teen did not know each other.
This was an incident where the victim was completely not paying attention, was not looking, had his back turned to Mr. Perry Marshall, and was thrown into this pit where there's obviously serious risk of injury from not only an oncoming train, but also the voltage that is in that pit from the third rail.
That's horrible. That's evil. What that person did to my son is horrible.
The teen's mother agreed to speak to me, but did not want to be identified. She told me the attack has traumatized her.
I want justice for my son, because my son could have been dead.
Perry Marshall is also wanted for a troubling case in Whitman. Police say just about 6 hours after Perry Marshall was recorded kicking a teen into the train pit at the State Street MBTA stop. This is Perry Marshall after repeatedly stabbing a man in the head and upper body in an apartment complex on Myrtle Avenue. When Perry Marshall was arrested in Boston, police say he was still wearing the same clothes seen in both surveillance images. And a prosecutor said they found what appeared to be a bloody knife.
He needs to be put away for a very long time because you don't do that to people. He's like not safe for the environment, for the society.
I want them to interview me. Shoot. Listen. We got to make an example out of him. Make an example. Put him in jail for the rest of his natural born life.
She sounds like he's Hispanic. Send him to her cousins and let them handle him. Just seeing his face just now, I wish somebody would kick him in the face the way he kicked that little boy. That's ridiculous. What is his, like what? People are sick.
This is my child. Can't ride the train. And they go nowhere. You can't go. You can't go. People is crazy. Yesterday, when we went to the symphony orchestra, it was really, really nice. But do you want to know what I thought repeatedly? I thought there is a building full of children at the symphony. I just don't want nobody to come in here and try to hurt these children. Like I was in my head, and I don't know if anybody else, like in my head, I was like really actively thinking about the plan. Like if something came in, I got to get all the children in my row to go flat on the ground and not move. And I got to be very firm. And like, these are the things that I was thinking. And it's only because of how I get in there. I got in there, hey, I'm looking for the school. And they were like, oh, I think the school just went in there. You could go right in. What? And I know that's normal. Yeah. That's probably how they do things. But at the same time, this world is so crazy. And I feel like everywhere you go, it should almost have an Alcatraz-like situation. Yeah. Like, you got to get patted down, and you got to have an ID and a lock of your hair in order to make sure that you're not crazy and carrying no weapon or no gun.
No, I often, especially open space type situations, are very, very concerning to me. I remember when we went to Shine last year.
Yeah.
I was just like, okay, so if something happened, I'm going to get under this table and roll it over me and be under here. And just, those are the type of things that I make these plans every time I go. So I have a plan for Uber Soca Cruise already.
What you gonna do, jump off?
I you always got to get low, and then I've already practiced playing dead already.
Let me see how you play dead. Oh.
But you gotta fold your leg up like this so they really think like, oh damn, she really got hit hard by the gun. So you got to fold this leg up and then like that. Play dead. Because you just never know. You just never know.
You just never know. I mean, it sucks. That's how you have to be vigilant. Like, Luanda said, you gotta have to be hyper vigilant out here. You just always gotta know the exits, know where you gotta go, get to the floor.
It's sad.
Yeah.
It's sad.
I even have anxiety in my car. When I'm in my car, there's certain times when I'm like, I'm just making sure nobody's about to come up to my window.
I suffer from paranoia, which is so bizarre because I'm a social person.
Walking to the car, looking around, make sure my keys is there, get in the car, immediately lock the door, look around one more time.
No, you gotta check the back seat. You messed up already. You already messed up because you don't lock the killer inside the car with you.
Don't be nobody. Yesterday when I was walking back from the little, I stopped and took myself to lunch. Walking back from the little Mediterranean breakfast, there was a guy on the side of the road, and he was just talking on the phone, minding his business. I sure did cross the street and keep going up the street.
Oh, yeah.
Because I don't know if you're going to kick me in my back.
Yep.
I don't know if you're going to punch me dead in my face.
Well, that's what I was thinking, too, with this thing. I would have never been standing right there by the platform. Because that's always, and not only that somebody's going to kick me because we've read these stories from New York with these people abusing people, but what if the train comes by too fast and somehow grabs my shirt and pulls me down the track or something like that? Or the train is coming too fast and the wind from the train whooshes me onto the
final
track.
Destination.
Yes,
where you're at.
That's how I live my life. My life is a final destination.
Only when I'm on the highway and I see a truck with logs in it.
Coming in here, right? And sorry to say, but I've had these thoughts because people can just come in through that door over there, and I'm like, can they shoot through these doors?
Oh wow!
And if they do,
I think this
will
is too
it hit
secluded.
Me?
It's not enough.
Yeah, but that's how crazy people do. They just be like, oh, there's an office park. Let me go shoot up.
Let me go do it right now.
Yeah.
Moving on. Yeah. I'm sorry, but the way that they said she finds. Oh yes. So in very tragic.
Yeah.
And I mean tragic news. We talk about Monica Cannon, a nonprofit co-founder who faced fraud charges, killed in motorcycle SUV crash in Easton. Clark crazy. Grant, he is the husband of Monica Cannon Grant, who faced criminal charges in connection with the Massachusetts nonprofit he co-founded with his wife, was killed Wednesday evening in a car crash in Easton. Grant was only 39 years old, and his wife, Monica Cannon Grant, 42, were founders of Violence in Boston, an anti-violence nonprofit organization formally established in 2017 with the stated purpose to reduce violence, raise social awareness, and aid community causes in Boston, among other goals. They originally indicted on federal fraud charges last year. I'm not going to read any of that because that doesn't matter because this man lost his life. Yeah. Grant died on Wednesday following a crash involving his motorcycle and a sports utility vehicle at the busy intersection of Route 138 Turnpike Street and Route 106 Foundry Street in Easton. Photos from the scene showed the motorcycle involved was a Honda SBR sports bike and an SUV involved was a white Jeep. Police said Clark was traveling southbound on his motorcycle when it was hit by a Jeep Grand Cherokee as that vehicle exited a parking lot. The Jeep was being driven by a 40-year-old Brockton resident who had a 9-year-old child as a passenger. Neither was hurt in the collision. Clark was treated at the scene by Easton firefighters and taken to Good Samaritan Hospital in Brockton, where he later died. An attorney who represents Cannon Grant shared the following statement with the News Center 5. They said, "We are horrified and deeply saddened by the loss of this great man. He will forever be missed." Monica heard from him as he left work yesterday
evening.
and was about to head
Clark
home
Grant,
on his
the husband of
motorcycle.
violence
They
and
told each
Boston
other, "I
founder
love you."
Monica
That was their
Cannon
last
Grant
contact.
has died after
Words
a
cannot
motorcycle
describe her
crash.
pain
That
and what
crash
she's
happened
going
along
through.
Route 138
Monica can
in
at least
Easton
find
yesterday
some
evening.
peace in knowing
Clark
this will
Grant and his
absolve
wife
Mr.
Monica
Grant
have recently
of
been
all
charged
pending
with
allegations
allegedly
in federal
defrauding
court,
the
as
Boston
all
COVID-19
charges
Relief
against
Fund
him
and the
shall be
city's
dismissed
Office of
by
Housing
the
and
US
Stability.
government.
An attorney for Monica Cannon
that
Grant
what
says
she's-
they're horrified
the first
and deeply
thing that
saddened
she
by
thinks
the
about
news.
when she lost her husband?
Lord, they put that in.
Why did they put that? Why did they say that?
Wow.
Why would you say that? That's a statement from her attorney?
That's a statement. I don't know if it's from her attorney. Oh, yeah. The attorney who represents Cannon Grant shared the following statement. I just don't understand why that was at all appropriate.
That's not appropriate.
It's completely and utterly inappropriate.
Yeah.
And I read that last night and I read it a couple of times and I had to screenshot it and send it to some people like, is this okay? Like, I don't know if this is okay to say. This lady literally just lost her husband and you guys are talking about exonerating him because he died?
That's awful.
That's wild.
That's so awful.
I just don't and then we're not going to even take the blame just from her attorney because her attorney is a boob, but just the newsletter headlines and stuff too. Like, I understand that they were under investigation, but this is a death reporting.
Tragic.
Yeah. Leave it there in the first set of stories. And then after that, when you're following up and stuff like that, you might be able to put that in there. But the media really got to do a better job with how they report things because this is crazy. Okay. Even if they did exactly what they did, a bunch of white crawler frauding, that does not take away the magnitude of the man's life. Right. It does not take away the sanctity of his actual being here on earth. So I just feel like we've got to find a way how to separate stories and then build off of them if we want to do that later. Yeah. But how these things have been written have been very disgusting.
That's awful.
Condolences to her and her family.
Absolutely. I would question having that person represent me because that's a poor representation.
100%.
Awful.
I was very like confused and upset about that. Governor Maura Healey announces funding for 450 new affordable housing. Where you gonna put them, Governor Healey?
I don't know.
Where y'all putting all the housing?
What is affordable?
I hate the word affordable. It makes me angry.
Yeah.
Governor Maura Healey announced funding for 450 new affordable housing units across Massachusetts on Wednesday as part of the year's permanent supportive housing grant. The award totals more than $62 million and was to support 12 affordable projects that offer specialized services to residents, including one in Washington Street and Jamaica Plain. Nearly all the new housing units will be reserved for low-income housing, including 317 allocated to very low-income residents.
Where's that? Where I gotta sign up?
She says some fluff,
Washington Street and Jamaica
Plain. Healey said one of the state's new housing projects is slated for Washington Street and Jamaica Plain. The Neighborhood Development Corporation will be awarded $8 million to build 39 affordable one-bedroom units, with 12 further restricted for very, very low-income seniors. And they never really ever say what that means.
Mm-hmm.
We have our story as well.
Oh, go ahead. A low income for me is not a low income for her, you know?
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know.
Sure.
Announcing plans for housing help with this year's Permanent Supportive Housing Grant Awards. She says more than $62 million will go to support 12 affordable housing projects across the state. That'll create more than 450 housing units for people in the Commonwealth. Healey says those grants will also help create more affordable housing right here in Boston.
This means we are having projects that will be coming online, either new developments or preservation, 450 units of permanent supportive housing for families, seniors, veterans, young people, people experiencing housing insecurities.
And the governor says one of the projects will be built on Washington Street in Jamaica Plain. The Neighborhood Development Corporation will be awarded $8 million in tax credits and other subsidies.
Shout out to JPNDC. They helped me out a lot.
Did they?
Oh, yeah.
Caller, you're live.
I have a story to tell. And I know people don't think that I did anything outside of dancing, but I worked for a very popular nonprofit housing situation in Boston very recently where I got fired because she asked me to go get her drugs.
What?
And I know on good authority that Raft has no money. HUD is not funding.
Raft is the rental assistance fund.
Literally, they have nothing left. No one's real. This is nice of her. So I said, I was like, you know what? We want to keep kids in the Commonwealth. So why don't we make a housing type situation for recent graduates who can afford to have their little jobs and stay in the Commonwealth? And guess what I got? Nothing. Nothing. They don't want to make affordable housing for anybody.
And what is affordable housing? That's my
The
question.
nonprofits that are getting vouchers are scrambling them away to criminals.
Oh.
I mean,
If we want to talk about
no, I mean, it doesn't sound far-fetched at all. Like, I feel like a
It's
lot of these
not.
times, these nonprofits are damn near fronts for just money laundering.
And let me tell you the truth. I have receipts. Okay?
So what is
Receipts.
affordable in these kind of places? Do you know what affordable housing actually
So
is?
I do know what okay, so RAFT basically is it helps with when you're back on your rent, right? But when they're giving out vouchers for Section 8, affordable housing, you still have to qualify. So it's kind of like the New York State lottery. Like, you still have to make 40 grand, 50 grand, 60 grand. That's not affordable housing because a lot of people aren't making that type of money. When we talk about the deep hood, people are not working. They've never had access to education. So what do we do with
that? Exactly. What do we do with all of these low-income
what
houses
do
that
we
people
do
still
with
probably
that?
won't be able
And
to
that
afford?
is what people are not addressing. And I know I may not be, the best person to talk about the issues, but I see your daughters when they came through the clubs, and, I saw people's children when they came through the clubs whose parents didn't have anything.
Yeah.
I
don't know. I feel like they're just putting these housing units everywhere, and they're not really paying attention to what people are actually asking them to do.
To the actual need of and the support. Like when we think about the young girls in, Deep Heath Street or, that grew up in the projects their whole life and never had access to even be able to go to school and educate themselves.
You know what I'm going to do?
Whose parents never had access
I'm going to try to
go to
reach
school
out
and educate themselves, and they have babies.
Yeah.
And we're sitting here looking stupid.
I agree. So I'm going to try. I'm going to try to reach
homes
out to
for
someone
that.
from the housing units to see, if we can get some real
I can
information.
Give you contact.
Okay, let's do that after the show. Or in the meantime,
I can give you contacts.
Yeah.
And let me tell you something right now. You're not going to be happy with the information that you receive.
I will. We'll talk about it offline. Vicky, we gotta move on, baby. We gotta move on, my love. I'm sorry. We've spent enough time on this story.
I'm just gonna leave you with this. Her baby daddy looked at me up and down and was like, "You don't even look like you mess with black men."
Oh God, Jesus! All right, we're gonna talk about that later in the Friday report. I'll see you later, baby. Thank you.
Vicky, boy, you be Vicky, man.
Vicky
be Vicky.
I mean, Vicky be knowing, so we gotta be she gotta tell us things. Cannabis Lab CEO says state agents were threatening in surprise visit.
What you mean?
I don't know. Brian Walsh indicted for the murder of his wife. Oh, good.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Brian Walsh indicted for the murder of his wife, Anna. Remember the lady who he ended up Googling how to kill his wife and how to destroy her body, and she went missing. We couldn't find her.
Yeah.
He's been finally indicted. Brian Welsh, the Cohasset man, accused of murdering and dismembering his wife, Anna, earlier this year, was issued 3 indictments Thursday by a Norfolk County grand jury. These indictments serve to move the case to Norfolk Superior Court, where it will be arraigned again in the coming weeks. Morrissey said a date for this arraignment has not yet been set. The grand jury indicted Walsh for the murder of his wife, for misleading a police investigation, and for improper conveyance of a human body. This is only a step in the long process during which Brian Walsh enjoys the constitutional presumption of innocence and all the protections afforded him under the Constitution. Some people shouldn't have constitutional rights.
Yeah, I absolutely agree with that. That statement is heavy and true.
Like, what is that? What, like, you gave up, from what we have gathered, you literally killed your wife, led police on a wild goose chase, and dismembered her body. Like, why are we giving him constitutional rights to do what?
That's the thing, though. There's so many people who have these. There's so many people who have these lawyers, right?
He's also got a very big face.
We're still a democracy.
I know, but
now.
like sometimes we're only democracy when we want to be a democracy, because they can sit there and change the laws on women's body without having to ask anybody. But this man gets to cut up his wife and the mother of his children and send the police on a chase and then do the things, and he has constitutional rights.
Right.
Like, I have none over my body in certain states, but this man gets to do all that, and he gets to go to court.
There's so many loopholes.
His face is so big.
He look like shit.
He looks like a smug.
His face, he looks like a big toe, like a big potato toe head.
Leave my toe alone.
I want to punch him, and I don't like him. Look at her little cute self with her little 3 children that she had and loved.
I know. Where are the boys? Because remember, they were
with their friend, right? Family member or something.
Oh,
the mother was supposed to be coming in to take.
Her mother.
Yeah, her mother.
Yeah.
She was so cute. Look, she looks so happy, like a little hot mom of 3.
Let's go to the story.
Well, he does face life in prison if he's convicted. Live in Dedham tonight. John Atwater, WCVB News Center 5.
John, thank
you.
Yeah, man, that's terrible. Some quick little updates. Rosendale Square gets its first smoothie shop. The Boston Licensing Board today approved a food serving license for V Healthy, which means to serve smoothies at 4166 Washington Street in Roslindale.
I'm gonna get that.
Guess what else is happening in Hyde Park?
Tell me.
Hyde Park to get its first Starbucks in May.
Lord.
The Boston Licensing Board today approved the Starbucks in the shops of Riverwood Strip Mall at 8. Are they gonna put the Starbucks over there by the Stop and Shop?
Riverwood, what's that?
Where's Riverwood? Where's Riverwood Strip Mall? Is that over here in
What street is it on?
Riverwood Strip Mall. 850 River Street.
850 River Street.
That's the part where McDonald's and Price Right and stuff is.
They're bringing that. That's Mattapan.
That's where McDonald's and Price Right and stuff is.
Yeah. But what?
It don't got no McDonald's.
Burger King.
I was like,
Price Right. Yeah.
McDonald's.
Right.
Okay. Really? Right there.
Who all gonna go?
Damn.
Yeah, it's urban renewal.
Who all gonna go?
They gonna go. Starbucks do got a nice macchiato.
Yeah, lead them people.
Oh no, it's not a macchiato. What I like, it's a tea one. What's the tea one?
I don't know, but there's some things. When I go to Price House.
Let's go. You go to the Price House.
What's called Walmart?
They're gonna be a Starbucks in the same plaza as Price Right.
As Price Right.
That's showing
Burger King.
exclusivity.
And Goodwill.
Well, there's Planet Fitness. There's a Planet Fitness.
I mean, that is diversity. You can't just have all the poor things. You gotta shush it up a little bit. Put a slap a Starbucks over there real quick.
Yeah.
So that people can get their little Starbucks.
Somebody gonna rob that place first.
There's no Dunkin' Donuts in that area either.
Nope. AP Black. There's a Dunkin' Donuts. Hyde Park Ave.
Hyde Park Ave. And then
there's a few on Hyde Park Ave. LaWanda said it won't last. All those kids from the school across the street will be in there.
All
That's
those kids be inside the Burger King too. But.
Now they're gonna be in Starbucks drinking coffee before school.
They will not be in
well, good. Keep their little asses out of Price Right.
The Starbucks coffees be sweet and nice, like sexy. They gonna go in there with their little Starbucks bottles into class.
I don't think I've ever had. Maybe once I've tried.
I don't drink coffee, so I don't
drink coffee.
I
definitely didn't have coffee there. Maybe a snack or something.
I think I have had a macchiato from.
Yeah,
Starbucks,
I think it's a macchiato.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what does I say?
When we come back, we're going to talk about the good old man getting indicted.
Yes, and right now the city only mostly sees there's going to be a new Japanese Indian food restaurants coming to Berkeley, around the Berkeley area.
Wow.
That's open till 2 a.m. for all of you late night eaters. Yep. And those are my quick updates for what's going on around the city.
Thank you, Sauce. That was nice.
You're welcome very much. Next up, we're going to go to a quick commercial break. And like Tristan said, we're going to talk about another indictment. What y'all think that means? We'll talk about it when we come back.
You know who.
Spark FM Online, #1 for urban and Caribbean music. We'll be right back.
You're listening to Saucy and Friends in the morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone Trills.
Turn it on. Turn it up.
This is SparkFMOnline.com.
JP Morgan Chase is making a global commitment to break down barriers to drive inclusive economic growth all over the world. We believe there is a pressing need to help more people move up the economic ladder. That is why we are investing in communities and people to create an economy that works for all, because no community should be left behind. Right here in Boston, we're focusing that work in Dorchester, Roxbury, and Mattapan, among other neighborhoods, on improving financial health. These efforts aim to address the key drivers of the racial wealth divide head on. We're here to empower individuals, families, and small businesses by connecting them to the tools that build generational wealth and a long-lasting legacy. Chase is investing in Boston. Chase is investing in you. Visit us at the Mattapan branch at 1617 Blue Hill Avenue, where the team is waiting to help.
The Caribbean Foundation of Boston presents the 38th Annual Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Community Appreciation Awards Banquet on Sunday, April 2nd with music by Tempo International Rhythm and Steel, yours truly, Janet Joe Johnson, to step into culture dances, and much more. Sunday, April 2nd at the Thelma Burns Building, 575 Warren Street in Dorchester. Tickets now on sale. 617-445-1228. That's 617-445-1228. Come celebrate the 38th Annual Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Appreciation Awards Banquet at the Thelma Burns Building, 575 Warren Street in Dorchester. Log on to CaribbeanFoundation.net for more information. Your MC for the evening, City Councilor Brian Worrell. Join us April 2nd for the 38th Annual Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Community Appreciation Awards Banquet, brought to you by the Caribbean Foundation of Boston.
Boombox Productions is thrilled to present The House of Ramon Iglesia by Jose Rivera. Directed by Arthur Gomez, The House of Ramon Iglesia opens April 14th and runs through April 30th at the Mosesian Center for Arts in Watertown. A poignant play about Americanized son's torturous efforts to break away from his immigrant parents. A break that can't be made until he accepts the ethnic heritage he spent his life trying to suppress. Tickets are $55 for general admission, $45 for seniors, and $20 for student rush half hour prior to performance, and are available at www.mosesianarts.org. Pay what you can. Tickets are available at the door.
Shea Boo's Roller Skating Rink presents the 8th Annual Boston Swerve Weekend.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Don't miss out on Boston's biggest skate link-up of the year. Swerve Weekend takes place April 7th through the 9th. It's 3 nights of skating, meet and greets, day parties, music, food, and much more. It's a 21-plus event. You can grab those tickets at eventbrite.com/Boston Swerve 23. For more information, you can check out Boston Swerve on social media or visit SheaVoosRollerRink.com. Once again, their 8th Annual Boston Swerve Weekend taking place April 7th through the 9th. Don't miss it. Tell a friend to tell a friend and get linked up.
The all-new Spark FM. Spark FM. Come on. Spark FM.
Young sugar man be ballin'. These chicks pigeon toed. Some of them be crawling.
Spark FM.
Oh gosh, it's me again.
New England's #1 urban Caribbean music. Radio. Spark FM.
You're listening to Saucy and Friends in the morning with Miss Hot Stone Trills.
Spark FM Online, #1 for urban and Caribbean music. It's time for Around the Way, our world and national news. Let's go, Miss Tony.
Woo! Well, the news is newsin'. Today is Friday, so I had to make it fun. So my
these are fun.
My news report today is going to be like how the week goes. You know, after Tuesday, the whole week says WTF. Grand jury votes to indict Donald Trump. Yes.
This is an important news.
So
I don't know.
It was on the news, all over the news, every news station yesterday. Yesterday at 7 p.m., Coach Chris decides to call me. He was like, Tony, did you hear the news? And I'm like, Coach Chris, you mean the news that's been on the news, all news? So he was very excited. He says we're going to war, is what Coach Chris 100%. Says. Grand jury, I don't know. The grand jury votes to indict Donald Trump. The criminal case sought by Manhattan District Attorney is in hush money probe is a first against a former president. So all I want to know is I want to know the real things.
Yeah.
Does this mean that he won't be able to run for president again? Again.
No, I mean, for me, I don't think that it matters.
It doesn't matter?
No, I just don't think that it matters. I honestly do not think that it matters. I don't know.
So they're not there. So yesterday when I was on the news, they weren't sure exactly what the indictment was about, but they know that he's getting indicted.
It has something to do with the
Stormy Daniels.
Off of business fraud. 30 counts of business fraud. I thought the man was going to get indicted off of inciting an freaking goddamn erection.
No. Not that.
Oh.
Insurrection.
I know. I was like, it sounds like you said inciting an erection. New York prosecutors took a historic step on Thursday by filing criminal charges against Donald Trump, the first time this has happened to a former U.S. president. The decision by the Manhattan District Attorney to charge Trump for hush money payments to porn star Stormy Daniels during his 2016 campaign is just one of the many probes facing the Republican as he makes another run at the White House. The rules just I don't understand why he's even able to run again after he was impeached twice. That's crazy to me.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm just happy this is one step closer. So now at least he'll be able to at least sit in front of a courthouse and be able to get heard and all that stuff.
Can Donald
let the official
Trump still run for
he can still run. He can still run.
But that's wild under the Constitution.
You could be a felon, or you could have a current case open.
It feels to me like that's very counterproductive.
Absolutely. Counterproductive.
Donald Trump is still awaiting indictment on the Mar-a-Lago documents, then another one for the insurrection, then another one for the Georgia election fraud.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so those are happening in other states. So this is just the first thing to happen.
said you can serve as a president from jail, apparently. Wow.
Well, that's crazy.
That sounds stupid.
That is stupid.
But they said that Trump was during his presidency, before his presidency, that he was laundering money to Stormy Daniels. So that's what he's getting indicted. That's what he was indicted on. So we just gotta wait. We just gotta wait for this, and hopefully that something actually turns out.
So when you're indicted, does that mean that something actually has to happen, or can you just be indicted?
Can you just be indicted and then?
Yeah.
And then just
now
be unindicted
this
later.
is just the beginning of the process. We're just
It's so crazy to me that this is just the beginning of this process with so many alleged things that he has done. When any other person, you just allege that you might have looked at someone hard and your career is over.
Yep.
He, however, he can actually to have sex with someone against their will completely.
We heard him say, you just grab him in the P word. And he still became president. So, I don't know. ADHD drugs saw a pandemic surge, the CDC analysis says. Prescriptions for stimulants used primarily to treat attention deficit hyperactivity disorder surged during the COVID-19 pandemic as access to the drugs expanded via telehealth opportunities, according to new research by the CDC. The CDC study found that the percentage of adult males as well as adolescent and adult females with employer-sponsored insurance who got prescription stimulants climbed between 2016 and 2021, with a particular increase noted in 2020 to 2021, the first year of the pandemic. I mean, that feels like it just makes sense to me. People were bouncing off the walls literally during lockdown.
You couldn't go nowhere.
Right.
You're going to go nowhere. You're going to do after a little while of watching TV. Because remember, we started out cooking every day. I gained at least 67 pounds.
Quiche and banana bread. There was a banana bread craze that happened at the beginning of the pandemic.
Yep. And then every day we were cooking and eating many meals.
Yes.
And then after that novelty wears off. And now you're just in the house and you've watched everything on Netflix and Amazon and everything like that. At this point, all you're going to do is start to punch things in the face.
Oh, yeah.
And yourself.
Oh, yeah. And you're short-tempered. Parents were stuck in the house with their kids.
Oh, and kids are awful.
For 24 hours, 7 days a week. And that's crazy. That wasn't healthy for neither parents nor children. So that's why adult males and females and adolescents, it surged for everyone. So that makes sense to me. I mean, y'all didn't need to study that. I could have told you that. Honduras establishes, this is a good story submitted by Uncle Grandpa. Honduras establishes ties with China after a Taiwan break. Now, what Honduras and China doing that for? Oh, do y'all know the name of the Honduras foreign minister?
What is it? No.
Eduardo Enrique Reina Garcia. Y'all didn't even know that. That's your country. Y'all don't know nothing about y'all own country. Honduras established diplomatic ties with China on Sunday after breaking off relations with Taiwan, which is increasingly isolated and now recognized by only 13 sovereign states. Foreign ministers from China and Honduras signed a joint communique in Beijing, a decision that the Chinese Foreign Ministry hailed as the right choice. The diplomatic victory for China comes as tensions rise between Beijing and the United States, including over China's increasing assertiveness towards self-ruled Taiwan, and signals growing Chinese influence in Latin America. The new China-Honduras relationship was announced after the Honduran and Taiwanese governments made separate announcements that they were severing ties. China and Taiwan have been locked in a battle for diplomatic recognition since the split amid civil war in 1949, with Beijing spending billions to win recognition for its one China policy.
I mean, hold on. I'm going to just cut and paste it here.
I got it.
Okay.
I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
Me either. Leave Honduras alone. Let them just bring them over here to us.
Right.
One thing that I do know is that as far as production-wise in Central America, Honduras is like the China of Central America as far as like items getting made and produced.
Oh, I do see a lot of things with labels that say made in Honduras.
Yeah, like Champion. I know all of like majority of Champion's clothes, they get made in Honduras and stuff like that. But
you're right.
Yeah. I think that China has his eyes on Honduras's natural products. You know what I mean? Their natural resources and stuff like that. China always knows what they're looking for. Whether they'll come in there, like what they did in Jamaica. They built a highway in Jamaica.
China?
Right? Yeah, China built a highway in Jamaica for Jamaicans.
Okay.
Right? But what they did not do, what the Jamaican government allowed them to do, was allowed them to keep the taxes from the tolls.
Oh.
China keeps the taxes. So something that could have benefited Jamaica for the rest of whatever, for however long, because the toll's going to go on forever.
Yeah.
Instead of you guys keeping it for the country, y'all sold it to China just because they built the highway.
Oh.
You know what I mean? And there's a lot of things going on in Africa as well. So I'm not too sure. And as well as Trinidad. China is invading Africa, they're invading the Caribbean, and now they're moving to Central America.
They're trying to be a whole conglomerate.
Yeah. And the one thing we do know, the main thing our politicians want is money, and they love to be involved in corruption. So,
which is ridiculous.
Yeah,
and terrible.
because it does say in here that Honduras has asked China for billions of dollars to support stuff that is going on with them.
And I bet you people won't see this. They'll see $1 million out them billions of dollars.
It's crazy.
Ridiculous.
Well, y'all put your hands up because it's going down from here. Woo!
Oh, that's what it means. We're like on a roller coaster.
Yeah, like we're going down.
I like it. I like what you did there.
Thank you. A Mexican nurse trying to perform liposuction on herself has died. Mexican nurse has died trying to perform liposuction on herself. A 30-year-old nurse died after reportedly performing liposuction on herself at a Mexican clinic. The body of a woman identified only as Karina was discovered unconscious at a doctor's office. She had allegedly attempted to liposuction fat from her midsection, according to the clinic owner, who shared details about the incident in a video uploaded to his Facebook page. Dr. Rolando Samper, the owner of the clinic, confirmed that Karina gave herself anesthesia before the doomed procedure. However, she did not have any kind of training in administering it. The local news outlet Presente Morelos reports that the nurse died of cardiorespiratory difficulties. Why you gave yourself anesthesia and tried to liposuction yourself?
No. We're not going to discuss this because no. Because you know what? Jesus gotta come.
But
why would you do? What did you think? Why did you think that you could give yourself local anesthesia and be able to also perform a surgery that you've never performed before?
Yeah.
If you wanted to die, just say that, shorty.
Right, and just give yourself mad anesthesia. What you do that for? Did you think it was going to be successful? Do you think it was the first time she tried it?
I don't think it's the first time she tried it. But it was liposuction on where?
On her midsection.
So she was, I want to go through the, so
I did it in my head already.
I'm going to give myself did she give a full body anesthesia?
Well, when you're getting liposuction and stuff, they only numb the parts that they're going to work on.
Okay.
So she gave herself local anesthesia to the parts that she was going to work on.
Okay.
But then what probably happened is she wasn't getting it right and her blood pressure was raising because, when you get frustrated.
Yep.
And so she ended up having a heart attack from trying to
jug herself out?
Yeah, like this.
But then what was the plan? No, what was the full plan? What she went into this with a full plan of what?
Right.
So after I finish sucking out the ish, then I'm going to sew myself back up and then I'm going to rest.
Right, why didn't you have a friend come in and do that for you? And you're working at the clinic, you don't get no discount? What's going on that you thought that you should do that yourself?
If I worked at the damn clinic and I wanted to do that, I would have done that at the goddamn clinic.
It was at the clinic.
Oh, nobody didn't come in and help her.
No, they found her dead in the clinic.
I thought it was at home. I thought it was a home surgery.
No.
Oh, she was at least smart enough to do it at the hospital where she had all her equipment. She the fool. I don't feel bad for her.
Karina, that's awful.
Karina, that's stupid.
Well, a girl.
I feel bad for her.
Why?
Because it's the society we live in that make her want to do the liposuction and
you got that.
You know
what?
I see where you going.
You got that. You got that, Tristan.
Going.
No, I'm not even gonna argue down on that because I literally see where you went with that. It is society because this fool said I don't have enough money to do it myself and I gotta be a baddie. So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do it myself.
That's why you gotta go on Instagram, go to the For You page and find little fat girls in bikinis like how I did. I got a whole inspiration, okay? She don't look good in her bikinis, but she's wearing them and guess what? I will too.
What's the girl that be dancing?
Hello.
What's the girl that be dancing all the time in her underwear? She look
Britney Spears.
No, but she look like.
I can't stop sending Tristan videos of Britney Spears. I'm obsessed with sending him
you talking about that little one that's difficult in the face?
The one that look like a
difficult
box.
in the body.
Yes.
She's difficult in the face and body, and she be in her drawers just as dancing.
She's been dancing for years.
I be like, listen, if I can't lose weight, I need to gain some confidence, okay? Because these little fat girls on Instagram be's cute. Okay.
Once you think you got enough of her, a year passed by and she'll come up on.
She'll come right her little boxy self, SpongeBob square body.
That's what I was telling Tristan about my obsession on Facebook with my one girl.
Yes.
I found her the other day with my new Facebook.
Oh, she's still there?
She's still there taking pictures. Every day I'm like, I found her.
I love it.
That girl takes about 62 pictures of the same outfit in different poses.
And
in
post
the
them
same,
all.
And post every single one of them. And if she's posting every single one of them, guess who got to watch them all? Me. Because she do it for me. All right?
I love it. A 9-year-old girl sues a California state fair.
As she should.
After her pet goat was sold and barbecued to rotted. If they would have curried that goat, she wouldn't have sued because she would have loved it. That's my Jamaican accent. How'd I do?
It's terrible.
What?
It was what?
You don't like my accent?
We don't like it.
Right.
It sounds like the mother in Harlem.
No, it doesn't. Don't you do that to me,
bro.
Don't you do that to me.
We've got to talk.
Don't you do that to me.
In 2020 American 3, I need to understand why they are still letting terrible accents go by without a cultural appropriation.
I wrote a status about that, and I was like, God, deliver me from Jasmine Guy's terrible Jamaican accent. Because that's not Jamaican. I don't know what that is.
It's supposed to be VI because the daughter's from the VI, which I also don't understand. Okay, that is where you're...
Is it supposed to be VI? She's really from the VI in real life.
She's really from the VI.
She is. She is. Anika.
But they're making Jasmine Guy and the dad.
Well, his was a little better.
Yeah. Well,
because
he don't do it as much.
Don't he got something in him? He got a little something in him.
I think he forgets he's supposed to be doing an accent, so he just goes straight American.
But you want to go to the store? I'm going to come with you.
What do you do this for? Sarah?
I know, Sarah. I had to come down here and see what you were doing.
What you were doing? Okay, I understand that you want to represent that she is of immigrant descent, but neither does she have to have an accent in every single conversation with her parents.
Yes.
Because that's not realistic. And
just have Jasmine Guy sit there and be pretty.
Yeah, and if she wants to talk,
or something like that.
Have a little accent every other phrase or something that you can tell us something, but you don't have to have an accent throughout the show.
It's so
I don't know
awful.
how we got there, but I'm upset about it.
And there's so many good Jamaican actors and actresses that can do that you did not have to do that. Anyway, a California girl has filed a lawsuit against a local state fair after her pet goat was sold and barbecued, and her mom entered it for... And after her mom entered it for an auction. But who barbecue goat? What is barbecue goat?
That's what I wanted to say. What the hell is barbecue goat? That don't even taste right in my head.
And then I was like, well, maybe it's barbecue lamb. Is a lamb a baby goat?
Yes.
Or is it a baby sheep?
I don't know.
See, look at that.
I think it's a baby sheep.
It's a baby sheep.
Yeah,
because
if you're thinking
a baby goat is a kid.
Yes, biblical times you sacrifice the lamb with the sheep. You have to get the small sheep, which is a lamb, to sacrifice it to the Lord. Amen.
Amen. Hallelujah.
But yeah, I'm not opposed to barbecue goat, but I just don't see how that goes.
I can't see goat with barbecue sauce on it. Oh, well, you know what, though? Haitians do barbecue a goat, and they call it frite.
Frite.
It's what's the Haitian barbecue goat is called? Somebody in the audience. It's called cabri. Cabri.
But that's not like barbecued goat.
It's roast goat.
Yeah, it's roast goat, but it's not barbecued.
Well, they roast it in a pit, and they roast it on a barbecue thing. It's cabri.
Cabri is my favorite.
It's delicious.
I
love it.
So if
that's what it was,
sauce.
then she shouldn't be suing. Girl, that's delicious. You should eat that.
It didn't friggin' do cabri with this goat.
This little goat, why he too young and tender?
Yeah.
Little old goat. Jessica Long's family purchased Cedar in April of 2022, and her 9-year-old daughter developed an attachment to the animal after feeding and playing with it daily. However, Cedar was entered into the Shasta District Fair's Junior Livestock Auction on June 2022. Still, the family later changed their minds and wanted to take the goat off the ticket, as reported to the Daily. I hate y'all. Long stole the gate after the state fair officials denied the request.
Girl, we don't care about this gutted goat.
They sold it for $902. $902.
Do you know how much dinner that is? They can freeze half of that little baby goat for later and make some curry out of it. Ew.
Oh my God. They said it was heartbreaking. It was heartbreaking. The barn was mostly empty, and at the last minute decided to break the rules and take the goat that night and deal with the consequences later.
They shouldn't have sold the damn goat in the first place. What y'all sold the goat? The little girl had caused an attachment to it.
Is this a real picture of the goat? You really think this is the goat that it was?
I don't see the goat.
Tristan is just showing me mad goats.
That goat looks delicious. Yes, just said we don't barbecue it, we stew it or we fry
that's
it.
not that goat.
But
That's
no,
not
the
that
roast, when they roast it, because I went to a goat roast one time.
Yeah, but they still don't put no barbecue sauce on it.
No, they don't put no barbecue sauce on it.
But you can't call something barbecue if it don't have barbecue. I mean, you barbecued it, but you didn't barbecue. It's not a barbecue thing.
Yeah, like I mean, you put it on the barbecue grill. I don't know.
BBQ'd goat. Let me look at some
And
pictures.
y'all know white people barbecue different now.
What they do? How?
They use different barbecue sauce. Like they use Coca-Cola and
No,
ketchup.
they
I know they stand the chicken up on a can of Coca-Cola and barbecue it.
Yeah.
I seen that.
Mm-hmm.
Good night. I'm gonna leave this show if you guys don't stop your foolishness. Next story. A teen was out of his mind from marijuana during sex with a man in a Dunkin' Donuts parking lot.
Me too.
No wonder why
This
Sauce
is not a teen.
No wonder why Sauce was having donuts last night late at night. She was out of her mind on marijuana.
Girl, I don't be getting none.
Lies.
No, I was lying the other day on the status. I just don't
I was
be
about to
getting
say
none.
last week on your status, you was adamant about the something that you got.
because I just didn't want you to tell me nothing.
You made my laugh. My laugh got stuck in my throat.
Don't tell me I need what I need. You just mind your business.
Oh God, you made me hot.
This is a teenager.
Who is it?
He is not the teenager.
I hope y'all are having as much fun as we are. Because you show them the teenager, Tristan.
What in the world?
A man is accused of sexually assaulting a teenager while the two were doing drugs in a Dunkin' Donuts parking lot. The Palm Beach County Sheriff's Office in Florida arrested 40-year-old Roger Cook on charges of lewd and lascivious battery and contributing to the delinquency of a child.
Man, I thought this was a teenager.
Me too, because I was confused. Deputies started investigating after the 15-year-old alleged victim reported he was sexually battered by Cook, an ex-drug dealer, while buying vape carts from him. According to the arrest report, the incident occurred in either September or November, how come they don't know when, in a Dunkin' Donuts parking lot in Boca Raton. It said Cook was driving a blue BMW sedan. When he pulled up to the Dunkin' Donuts parking lot, he asked the boy if he wanted to stay and hang out. The arrest report explained the boy thought that it was weird because Cook was in his 30s, but the teen decided to stay and smoked in Cook's car. Then things took a turn when the teen claimed Cook wanted to receive oral sex. According to the arrest report, because he looked like he stank.
I don't want to talk about it. Just read it.
According to the arrest report, the boy said Cook pushed his head down. At first, the teen refused, but Cook continued to push his head down again. The teen said he was out of his mind from marijuana and couldn't move. In the arrest report, the boy told deputies he performed oral sex on Cook for what he believed to be 45 minutes.
I got it.
What is
Cut
this?
the radio off. I got to go.
What?
45 minutes.
I'm upset for many goddamn. What's happening? I'm not putting my headphones on because I don't want to hear the shit.
I don't want to hear this, dude. This is
I'm
this
hot.
is a lot.
Dude, they got a video.
This is a lot.
A video?
No, they ain't got no video.
Oh, according to the arrest report, the teen said he was upset about what happened because he isn't even gay. Cook responded by saying that the alleged victim said that he was in the beginning and that he'd done other things with other boys. Based on the information, deputies determined Cook engaged in sexual activity with a person 12 years of age or older, but less than 16, by having the 15-year-old boy perform oral sex on him.
All right.
Well, I didn't know that that's what that story was about when I put it in.
Me either, because I am absolutely disturbed. There are so many things wrong with this. There are so many things wrong with this.
Tell us the things.
I have first him. He's wrong for this. Yeah. All of it. Did he hold a gun to the child's head or anything like that?
He just held his head down.
He just held his head down, but because he was on marijuana, he didn't.
Out of his mind.
He was out of his mind on marijuana and decided to give somebody oral sex for 45 U.S. minutes.
45.
Who was out of? The kid said he was out of his mind.
The kid said that he was out of his
so high on marijuana that he couldn't fight back.
I ain't never been that high on marijuana.
He was out of his mind.
You ever been that high?
He was saying that the man was out of his mind.
No, he's saying that if you were a kid and you had so much marijuana that you was out of your mind that you forgot that you was giving head for 45 minutes to a 45-year-old man. That's what he's saying. That's what he's trying to tell me. I believe 15-year-olds are not that bright, but I also believe 15-year-olds know the difference between foolishness and not foolishness. And this sounds like foolishness.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
That is crazy. He didn't have no gun. You was just that. I ain't never been that high in my whole entire life that I would have even not remembered to not stop giving that at 45 minutes.
Man, no play them thing there, no.
Man, not make it.
Yeah, and let's try to recover from that story. Sorry. I had to text the child's teacher. Okay. This is a grower versus shower. Grower versus shower. A study identifies the differences in penis erections. And here's the fast facts about that. A new study has determined a scientific definition for whether a person's penis can be considered a grower or a shower. Okay. Growers are penises that increase in size by more than 56% when going from flaccid to erect. So if you 5 inches, you're a grower, you can go to over 10 inches.
Over 10 inches, yeah.
Wow. Showers are penises that increase by less than 36%.
Oh.
So what does that mean if it's flat?
So that means it's pretty decent size, but then when it grows in general, it don't have to grow that much because it in its flaccid state, it's still pretty nicely done. Yeah.
The majority of penises don't fall into either category, with about 51% not meeting measurement requirements for growers or showers. Well, that's disappointing. Is it disappointing? I don't know if it is.
As long as it do what it do.
It's not the size of the pencil, it's how you write your name.
Hello.
It's not the size of the boat, it's the motion in the ocean.
Hello.
So that's what I'm saying.
I like
Here's
it.
what to know about how research determined who is what and da-da-da-da-da and all of that stuff. We already read it. So men, think about it for yourself. Are you a grower or are you a shower? And don't post it in the comments because I don't want to know that much about you. I will look at it and figure it out myself. Intrusive thoughts, not only surrounding penis size, but also premature ejaculation or erectile dysfunction or male squirting, as you pointed out to us earlier, can have a big impact on men's mental health. Normalizing diversity in size as well as the many ways to have sex and be sexual with one another is so important. So ladies, big up your men with small penises or large penises. If they're a grower or a shower, it's all good.
Amen.
And that is our national news.
With that, we're going to go to a quick commercial break and we'll be right back.
All right, bye.
Turn it on.
Turn it up.
This is SparkFMOnline.com. Advertise your business, brand, or music on Spark FM. Contact us at SparkFMOnline.com for more information.
How healthy is your heart? Believe it or not, half of the country has at least one risk factor for cardiovascular disease. Hi, I'm Senator Liz Miranda from Massachusetts. February is American Heart Month, a perfect time to focus on our overall health and well-being. It is important to know that high blood pressure, high cholesterol, and smoking increase the risk of heart disease. But did you know women, rural Americans, and racial and ethnic groups are also disproportionately impacted? While not all of these factors are controllable, we can take preventable steps to stay healthy. Regular exercise, eating a balanced diet, and not smoking are a good place to start. Make an appointment with your healthcare provider today to assess your risk. If you have heart disease, monitor your blood pressure and keep up with your healthcare visits. For more, visit womeningovernment.org.
Massive It's the Sunday Food with Father John and Trinitech. Every Sunday, 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Playing you vintage classics, calypso, ska beats, reggae, roots, R&B, souls, dub, and more. It's the Sunday Food. Every Sunday, 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Spark FM Online.
Finally Home is a must-read, step-by-step guide that will equip any first-time homebuyer with the knowledge they need to confidently make informed decisions. This book provides answers in simple and clear terms to most, if not all, of the questions you may have about credit, home ownership, and generational wealth. Finally Home equips the reader with the confidence to be engaged with the home buying process without feeling vulnerable or exploited. Tailor-Made Real Estate Easy is not just a catchy hashtag. It is real estate agent and radio personality Taylor Andre's goal. A goal to simplify one of the most challenging processes you will go through as an adult. A goal to educate you properly on credit and teach you the strategies to finding the home of your dream. It is not just a good book or an easy read. It is the secret to a seamless home buying experience.
The all-new Spark FM.
Them not like me, I'm in a like them.
Spark FM.
Come on. Hot, sicker than your average.
Spark FM.
Young sugar man be ballin'. These chicks pigeon toed. Some of them be crawling.
Spark FM.
Oh gosh, it's me again.
New England's #1 urban Caribbean music. Radio. Spark FM.
Spark FM Online, #1 for urban and Caribbean music. And it is time for us to take a little pause in the programming to bring to you guys our first ever Black Business Spotlight. We'll be doing these every Friday just to highlight another Black business or another small-owned business in the Boston area for you guys to go check out. A quick little shout out to them for doing really great things. These are entrepreneurs that are starting up and want your support, and they have some really, really great things. So we're going to welcome to the stage. I feel like I'm hosting an event. We're going to welcome to the show Lexi or Alexia. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. How are you? Thank you for joining us. How are you doing?
I'm doing well.
Good. So tell us about Lexi Nails. Tell us your little elevator pitch. Not little elevator pitch. I call everything little. But tell us about your elevator pitch and tell us about your business.
Absolutely. So my name is Alexia Buku. I'm the founder of Lexi Nails and Beauty, which is a handmade press-on nails business that allow women to just look polished in seconds. We want to increase women's well-being by increasing their self-care, making sure they're taking care of themselves at home. So all of our press-on nails are handmade and they're able to be custom.
Wow.
That's amazing. So I know that when I spoke to you, you said that this is mostly for, not mostly, but you really cater to working moms that have a lot going on. Tell us a little bit about your life and, what brought you to do this.
Absolutely. So I started Lexi back in October 2021 because I became a mom. I have 2 boys. They are 2 years old. They're twins. So it was so hard for me to take care of myself, go to the nail salon. And nail salon used to be my self-care day.
Yeah.
And so I needed to find a way to keep my sanity and practice self-care. So that's why I created Lexi Nails and Beauty, just so I can help all the women to take care of themselves, look good and all this.
I love it because we're big nail girls over here. So how does press-on work? Because I've always seen them and I'm like, I don't want them to pop off in the middle of something. Yeah. How do they work and how long do they last?
Yeah, so you can either use the glue to apply your nails. So each of my sets comes with 20 nails. So you don't need to send me your size first and then I would send you your press-on nails. I would just send you everything, and then you would measure your nails by yourself, making sure it fits your nail bed. You're going to apply some glue, or you can use the little sticky tab. If you want to keep your nails for just a couple of days.
I love that.
And if you want to keep it for a week or 2, then you use the glue.
So it lasts up to 2 weeks with the glue?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
See, we need that because oftentimes, right now, because I know that after she comes back from vacation, she says she's going to be taking off all of the things, but she's a very big nail girl, so I don't know how she's going to make it. So do you have any of them right now with you anywhere close by?
I'm actually on her page, right, on her Instagram page, and I'm already seeing things I love.
Me too. You guys, everybody go over to Lexi Nails Beauty. and give her a follow. You can find all of the different nail designs, and you do these by hand.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I do this by hand, yes.
And how long does it take you to do one set of nails?
Well, it depends. If it's a really simple set like the one I have, it's just all red, it could take me like 45 minutes. But if it's something that's more custom, and I can show you here, this custom nails is a little bit more complex, and it's going to take me like maybe an hour and a half to make them.
And these are reusable.
They are reusable, yeah.
Ooh, girl, I'm about to order me a couple right now.
Oh, thank you. This is so exciting because I've been wearing these acrylics for a while now, and I was just like, I really, really want to give my nails a break, and I haven't been able to. But with this type of situation, yeah, this'll, because, yeah, I'm so excited.
Me too. I'm really excited. How can we find out more information for you? How do we order? Yes. How do we go through the process of getting this done? Because everybody that's listening right now is at least going to go check out your page, and you never know. You're definitely going to get 2 orders, one from me and one for her.
Oh, yes.
Thank you.
But because, again, my nails look crazy right now, and one is broken, and that looks crazy. But I'm really excited about this because for working moms, for people that are always on the go, it would be really, really great to have these.
Yeah. And for people who want to preserve, their natural nails, but just also look, like have something that is polished and very, like elegant looking. So this is amazing.
Yeah, exactly. You can find me at Lexi Nails Beauty. So this is my handle for Instagram and TikTok. I'm on TikTok as well. Or you can visit my website. It's lexinailsbeauty.com. You can always, I'm really open to, customer service is so important to me. So if you have any questions, please send me a DM, send me an email. I'm happy to help because some people never wore press-on before, so they don't really know how it works or what kind of, what size they want, what length they want. So just DM me on Lexi Nails Beauty on Instagram, and I will be happy to help.
Absolutely. Alexia, thank you so much. I think this is such an awesome business.
Amazing.
And it really will help a lot of people. So thank you for what you do. And we will be putting all of her information on our Instagram. Make sure you guys go follow her. Make sure you guys support her. And we'll be seeing more of Lexi as we go around this life. Thank you so much. Kiss the boys for me. And we'll talk to you soon.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Lexi.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you to our Black Business Spotlight. That was Lexi Nails Beauty on Instagram with homemade press-on nails for the working woman. Handmade. For the working, tired, broke woman who still want to be fly and sexy and look like she has it all together. She does these things from the comfort of her home while raising her 2 boys. So if you are in need of nails and you just don't have the time, hit up our girl Lexi Nails Beauty on Instagram or her website and get you guys some nails.
Yes,
get
God
you
bless
some nails.
her. Twin 2-year-olds.
Yes.
Wow.
If you guys have a Black-owned or a small-owned business that you would like to highlight here on Spark FM Online, please send us an email at sparkfmonline1@gmail.com. And on Fridays, we will be dedicating our Black business, small business spotlight to you guys at the hour of 10:30.
Yeah.
Woo-hoo.
I love it.
Me too. For our last couple of minutes, let's see if we have. We'll just do a quick update on Jonathan Majors. Well, we'll do a couple of them. Wendy Williams is selling all the belongings in her $3 million NYC apartment because Wendy is most likely going to move into a small rehab facility soon because she is. Think she's done here. 2 people killed and 5 injured in late night shooting at rapper Yo Gotti's restaurant. Another terrible exchange that happened.
What happened?
I don't know, girl, but it is crazy. It is crazy. 2 people shot. 2 people killed and 5 injured.
Yeah.
3 suspects arrested in assault and robbery of rapper Tekashi 6ix9ine. So remember we played you guys a video of Tekashi getting attacked in the gym. Well, they have arrested the suspects. Apparently they had gym memberships there, and their faces were all over the place. It was 43-year-old Rafael Medina, Octavius Medina, 23, and Anthony Maldonado, 25. 43, 23, and 25, just in there beating people's behinds in the gym time.
Crazy.
It's interesting. He'll be all right. Kim Burrell says Beyonce played her gospel tunes to get over Jay. Which one is Kim Burrell?
She's a gospel singer.
To get over Jay how? When he cheated on her that one time? Who did he cheat on her with? Did we ever know that?
Becky with the good hair.
Becky with the good hair?
Well, there was a lot of suspicion that Becky with the good hair was the other guy's ex-wife. What's the other guy's name? The one that used to be with Aaliyah.
Damon Dash.
So there was, remember, because Damon Dash dates a woman whose name is Rachel Roy.
Oh yes, it was Rachel. Yep.
Is it Rachel Roy?
It's one of those.
Rachel Ray. It was
one of those.
She's a clothing designer. What's his name? Damon Dash ex-wife.
Mm-hmm.
She's not Lisa Thorner, somebody else. Rachel something.
I think it was Rachel Roy.
I think it was Rachel Roy.
Yeah.
Or Rachel Ray.
It's one of them Rachels, but it's Becky she had good hair, apparently.
Yes.
Rachel
she's
Roy.
Like Indian or something.
Yeah, Rachel Roy.
Yeah, her name is Rachel Roy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Rachel Roy.
She's a New York-based designer.
Mm-hmm. She's got some cute stuff.
Oh yeah, I would if I was trying to get over somebody, I would even listen to Mary J. Blige or gospel.
Fantasia. If you don't want me, just don't talk to me.
Love me, just don't talk to me.
Go ahead and free yourself.
Go ahead and free yourself.
That's how you gotta listen to.
Yes, sir.
Wow, Dame Dash was married to Rachel Roy.
She was.
Yes, I told you.
It's so weird. Jay-Z and Dame Dash, because allegedly Aaliyah went out with Jay-Z first.
Did she?
And then she allegedly went out with Dame Dash. And then it's like the reverse on Dame Dash's side. Dame Dash went out with Rachel Roy and then
married to her.
And then Jay-Z cheated on Beyonce with Rachel Roy.
Yeah. Allegedly.
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 Scandal.
Yeah. Jasmine Sullivan. Oh yeah, and Jasmine Sullivan, because she will have you outside punching somebody's car in the face.
No, because Jasmine Sullivan will make you turn into, I don't want to be, but you gonna make a hoe out of me. She gonna have you turn into a hoe and then go smash up his car.
Like it.
Yeah.
Tamika Scott drops receipts on $30,000 theft claim, says Sister Latasha threatened to leak sex tape. Miss Tony, I would like to propose something to you. If we ever have a beef, can we just not do it online?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay.
It would be very nice for us to not put each other's business and talk about receipts and leaked sex tapes. I just feel like that's inappropriate.
When did all this fighting happen between them?
It was, I guess, it started happening right after Versus. I think Versus tore Escape apart.
Oh my God.
Well, they've been torn apart before.
Yeah, but
the sisters?
No, the sisters always stuck together.
Yeah,
but remember, at one point, one of the sisters had beat the other sisters behind over the $30,000. She confronted her in the restaurant, and it was punching her up inside her head and all kind of stuff.
Oh, so Latasha's husband is who was managing the group, and he's accused of stealing all the money, and Latasha is standing by her man because that's my man, and I'm gonna stand by him. Is that what's happening?
Oh, this looks
maybe
sticky.
It's a nasty family story there.
No, I get you.
You want to get into it a little bit?
Yeah, let's talk about it.
Let's see. We're gonna skip around and we're gonna find little things. Don't forget nicknames. Nicknames coming up next.
Oh yes.
Tamika Scott has responded to her sister and escape group mate Latasha Scott's denial of stealing $30K in royalties
from her with the help of husband Rocky Bivens.
I don't know where I am. Go ahead.
In a video posted to her YouTube channel on Wednesday, Tamika takes issue with Latasha labeling her a liar due to her past issues with groupmate Kandi Burruss, as she admittedly lied on the songwriter.
Kandi stay in drama, huh?
Yeah, because it says this little story over here that says Kandi Burruss calls Latasha Scott corny for making fun of her voice.
And Kandi Burruss was just going back and forth with
the Tony Braxton,
the other Braxton, Tamar. Yeah,
really?
Yeah, her and Candy and Tamar were going toe to toe.
Really?
Yeah.
You know Tamar petty. She's
yeah,
petty.
Tamar said I got receipts, and she said that Candy can't even sing, so she don't even know why Candy's doing all that. And you know, when you some call out a singer, she's like she could write a song, but she can't sing for shit. I was like, ew.
Candy just got she just got a different kind of voice.
Different kind.
Different. So Tamika says, I said the things that I said about Candy to protect her. She was calling me crying on the phone, talking about a book Jermaine wrote, crying, saying Candy said she broke up the group. So I went to defend my sister, and I said a whole bunch of things about Candy, and I apologized, right? So now she wants to hold that over my head, that I'm lying about the money that was stolen from me, my royalties that were stolen from me, and she wants an apology. I don't understand what's going on there. Latasha done lost a lot of weight and lost her mind, huh? She goes on to say that she'll never apologize and doesn't want an apology from her sister either. But she believes the gospel artist needs to go somewhere and repent and ask God to forgive you and your husband, who's out here being trifling, lying on me and my other group members, sending threat text messages and then turning around and do a video saying the same thing that's on the threat text. After declaring Latasha and Rocky the simplest criminals in the world, Tamika declares shares a screenshot of a text she believes was sent from the couple threatening to release a sex tape of her and accusing her of sending nudes to Rocky. It also features accusations aimed at Candy and Tamika Tiny Harris, as well as Candy's husband Todd Tucker, according to Scott. Tamika, I have a question for you. Which allegations is worse to the media? You accusing your sister of stealing $30K, or you texting and sending naked pictures to your sister husband? We just got our hands on pictures and messages, so go and do you a favor and let you apologize and to your sister and your mom like you did Candy, who set up on the first place. Also, we have a video of you having sex with someone in 2016, and you can thank the person that's suing you for that.
This is somebody's sister saying this about
is a sister
them?
saying to the other sister, if you don't, we'll sell all info to the media and your husband, Kevin Costner, and your Kevin Costner husband. Is her husband white? If you think it's a joke, don't apologize. You'll be defending yourself to your children, your husband, and the world, but you're not going to have to face shame by yourself. There's a video of Todd sucking a D, I think she says.
Oh.
Todd is Candy's husband.
And he's sucking a D.
And he's sucking a D.
Everybody got to keep everybody's D out of their mouth.
Man, listen, you don't do that to your sister. Yeah, that's your sister. Where's their parents? Their parents need to spank them.
That's what I'm saying. Mommy would be vexated.
She would be livid.
Jeez Louise, we would definitely get a beating because that don't make no sense. Yep. You could be mad at her. Y'all just text each other crazy-ish and keep it off of the Instagram.
Yes, y'all as sisters, man. Keep this stuff off of social media.
It's wild.
That's awful. That's awful.
I don't care how mad you are. Just chill out or sub her or something like be like, oh, wow. Oh, ho, hate her.
But that's so awful because after the verses, they performed on something together, didn't they?
They did. I thought that they were supposed to be touring.
During the they performed together on the Soul Train Awards in 2022. And then after that, this is when all this stuff happened. This is awful. I don't want these. So receipts, okay. One of them, Tamika Scott of Escape, drops that.
Get right.
They can't get right, and that's the problem. Yeah. Everybody gotta. It's too 2023 for y'all to be doing such grown foolishness. Like, stop
and y'all
it.
about 63 years old. So what y'all doing?
In an update with Jonathan Major, lawyer shares with TMZ alleged text sent to the actor from the woman. People are saying these texts from Jonathan Major's ex do not prove his innocence and instead prove he's a manipulating man. What do you think? Does she sound afraid or nervous? In this caption here, let me put on my good eyes. There's a note, just so you knowing what happened. Did you leave the keys? Goodbye. And I think he says, please let me know you're okay when you get this. They assured me that you won't be charged. Oh, this is ex writing to him. They said they had to arrest you as protocol when they saw the injuries on me and they knew we had a fight. I'm so angry that they did, and I'm so sorry you're in this position. We'll make sure nothing happens about this. I told them it was my fault for trying to grab your phone. I only just got out of the hospital. Just call me when you're out. I love you. She then goes on to say, they just called again to check on me, and I reinstated how this was not an attack, and they do not have my blessing on any charges placed. I read the paper they gave me about strangulation, and I said point blank, This did not occur and should be removed immediately. The judge is definitely going to be told this. She ensured this to me. I know you have the best team and there's nothing to worry about. I just want you to know that I'm doing all I can on my end. I also said to tell the judge to know that the origin of the call was to do with me collapsing and passing out and your worry as my partner due to the communication prior. Out of care, she promised all will be relayed.
Boy, we got all the receipts today, huh?
Well, shoot.
I don't know what this means. I don't like this.
It's because it says, she says we got into a fight.
Yeah.
But I guess the extent of her injuries
made it.
She had a lot of, she got effed up.
Mm-hmm.
So the extent of her injuries made it so that he
had to get arrested.
He had to get
That's why he got indicted, you said?
Yes, he was indicted.
He was indicted on that. That's interesting. Like, it does, I don't know how it sounds, and maybe because I read that comment before that people are saying that it's manipulation. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I hate it had to be him. That's all I know. I hate
and
it
now,
yeah.
At this time, it's bad. And it's just a bad look for him all around, especially with, we gonna support you. I'm speaking of black women, gonna support you in a lot of things, but not after you make statements talking about we're not your preference and da-da-da-da-da, and now this thing happens to you. It's very, very hard for us to be on your side, which sucks too, which I hate that. I wish it wasn't like that, but.
That's terrible.
It is what it is.
Yeah. Wendy Williams. Oh, yeah. And we went into that. I think we're done here, people. We didn't have enough time for this. Nicknames. I was looking some up these days. Where did you find that? What would this story come from?
It was on Instagram. I saw it again this morning. I think it's Carnival Somewhere or somebody posted it this morning. Who did I send it to? Let me see. I think I sent it to Didi. But some of the comments in there. Let me go. Yeah, answer that.
Caller, you're live. How can I help you?
Hello, this is Gary with ERC Refund Verification. How are you doing today?
I'm good. Are you interested in radio advertisements? Because you are calling a radio station.
For the employee retention tax credit.
Oh, how much money are you going to give us? How much money are you going to give us?
ERC is the largest.
Is this a recording?
Absolutely, it's a recording.
That's crazy. This is how they do this?
Enables us to claim cash.
Yeah. They had a robot call your phone?
Yep, and they wait for you to
say hi?
Yeah.
But he's not even giving me a chance to speak.
Can I go ahead and get this information out to you?
No.
Sounds good. So what I'll do now is turn off my
That's awesome.
Hilarious. I don't know where it is.
That's crazy. So tell us in the comment section, what are some of your nicknames that your family has given you? Whether they have your family or yourself given other people nicknames? Have you received a nickname from your family, and what are they? We'll start with you. Your name is not Tony.
Well, I mean, Tony is short for Anthony.
Antoinette.
So, and Antoinette is the feminine version of Anthony. So that's why Tony Braxton's name is her name Antoinette, or is it just Tony?
I don't know. I think her name might just be Tony.
Oh. But yeah, that's a common nickname. But I'm talking about like these funny nicknames, like in the example that we had.
No man, she have the best lawn in our community. You see our grass green, you fuck, and look how my grass dead. Yeah man, she water her grass every day, so our front just green. Yeah.
Green.
See my boy, yeah. Yo, Smelly. Yeah, did brother. Just do the do. Just do the right thing, brother.
So you call that because he stink.
No man, cause he's my best cook in our community. You see me I say, so anytime I cook, you're smelly.
Oh, you smell
so
him.
So just call him smelly,
smell the food.
smell everything when
smell it.
Yeah. What that boy I do out here? Yo, soon dead. Alright,
so what's the joke with him now? Why you call him soon dead?
I'm not joke. He man have cancer. He's soon dead, you fuck.
That's not funny, yeah.
Yeah, it said here, there's a guy that they call Clock because one hand is shorter than the other. What else? My cousin was called Tight Hole because somebody tried to steal her purse in Kingston, but she held on so tight to it, so they call him Tight Hole. Tight Hole. A man said his name, they call him Screwdriver. His name is Philip. What else?
Oh, Philip Screwdriver.
Philip Screwdriver. They said then people don't find out the real names of people until a funeral, and then it's a wedding or invitation or a funeral, and then pastor says the dead's name, and people stand up and say, "Who named sir? Who saw the name?" So
What funny nicknames have you heard? Anybody out there? Nicknames that you've heard? Nicknames that you had to question why this person was called such as this? Tristan, you don't have any nicknames? No. Besides my grandfather calling you Christmas?
No, Christmas.
Yeah, and I think that stuck with at least with us because we definitely call you Christmas.
Christmas.
That's it.
This one says that her cousin's name is UC because when she was small, you warned her and she didn't listen. She always into something. So she dropped the babysitter she babysitter one day, and my auntie a cuss and a yell, "You see, it just stick from then." You, when you were little,
yes,
there was people who used to call you dummy.
Yep.
Because you used to go around and call everybody a dummy.
Yes,
and then they started calling you that. And I think Miss Brenda Brooks probably still calls you dummy.
She does. Dummy. I don't know where I even got that. I remember having a phase of calling everybody because Miss Millicent used to call everybody dummy. So I used to start calling everybody dummy.
Yeah.
And then they used to call me dummy.
They used to call her dummy.
That's hilarious.
Jamaican nicknames are the worst. Finger because he's missing a finger. Oney because a person had one leg. Red cap because the person can afford one cap and it's red. These were just so funny. I had a great time.
We know nicknames in real life though.
Right. Yeah.
I know. Rest in peace. I remember Chaha. I don't really remember why they used to call him Chaha. But there was a Chaha. There was a Honduran named Carbon. Carbon means charcoal in Spanish. They said he used to be black like Carbon.
In college, I used to give a lot of people, I remember this one girl, I thought that she looked like a gremlin and a gorilla, so we used to call her Grimrilla.
Oh, no. What's your friend with the big head?
Oh, Tula. We used to call her Baby Tumbles or just Tumbles because she got a big head, and Baby Tumbles, so you put them on their head, they would tumble over. And we used to also call her Am because she had anger management. Well, I started dating this guy, and I used to call him Amber because the first time we went out, I felt like he kidnapped me, so I used to call him Amber Alert.
My ex-boyfriend, who's weird, we call him Muskrat.
Oh, yes, Muskrat. Every time we come around, Muskrat.
Why Muskrat?
Because it's a safe word.
It's a safe word in the movie that when what was it? Meet the Parents or something like that. Whenever the they was avoiding a subject, they'd be like Muskrat. So whenever he's around, be like Muskrat.
Dilbert said we still got free hole. I don't know why his name is that.
Beans.
Tonte.
Toto. My friends call
why did they call him that?
I don't know. My friends call me Spills though. They call me Spills in Tribute Man because I'm so clumsy.
They call my daddy Hitler. Because he always hit in the car.
He's always in a car accident.
Hitler.
They said here that they call somebody Rat because he liked cheese. Bugs Bunny because he had big teeth. Tear out Batty trousers.
Oh, Jesus.
An incident that happened once, and Satan for obvious reasons. All grown men referred to by these names and only these names. That's crazy. I know. Where's Chris? Chris said that he had a lot of good ones for us. Where you at, Chris?
I ain't seeing Chris in the comments.
Chris is gone.
Everybody's
gone. It's 11:05, and we got to get up out of here too.
Oh yes, we got things to do.
Yes, we do. People, thank you guys for joining us for another F Word Friday where we have fun. We talk some effery, we do some foolishness, and we just have an all-around fantastic time.
Shikay, you cannot call your son Tootie.
She
used to have gas as a baby.
You cannot call your son Tootie.
They used to call CK Mizzy because he was miserable.
Mizzy, yep. My father's name is Orville. This is Lawanda. They called him Speedy because he's fast.
Why is your mother named Cookie?
Because she's so sweet.
Mm-hmm.
That's it? That was it?
Yeah.
Cookie. I never knew that.
Yep, because she's
and how
so
come
sweet.
she's the only one that has a nickname?
She's the only sweet one out of all of them.
Literally. It's the sweetest thing ever.
We call it Brenda Branch, which she hates. Branch.
Yeah.
Who else? I don't know. Do we have any other?
There's a lot of them.
Yeah.
But we got to go.
We do. We got an
Spark
appointment.
FM Online, #1 for urban and Caribbean music. We will join you guys next week. Next week, we got a full lineup of interviews and guests and fun things. We got to squeeze a lot in because we'll be gone the second week. We'll be taking a break from the morning show. So make sure you guys tell a friend to tell a friend to log in next week to hear the Saucy and Friends morning show. We still have a lot of programming for you guys today, starting today. Full lineup of music, shows, news, resources, entertainment. The whole weekend be lit. So just keep it on Spark FM Online and tell a friend to tell a friend.
Yes. Don't forget tomorrow is tomorrow?
Sunday.
Yep. Sunday is the Easter egg, the Easter party going down, the family Easter egg party going down, family Easter party going down at 10 Dunbar Ave Unity Sports Club, brought to you by Boston Honduras Coalition. Free for the whole family. Y'all come out there. I'll be DJing. There's going to be free food, Easter baskets, candy, all that good stuff. So come out, roll out. We'll be indoor and outdoor as long as the weather permits it.
Yep.
Yeah, man.
We're going to be outside, people. Spark FM Online, #1 for Caribbean, urban and Caribbean music. We'll see y'all later.
You're listening to Saucy and Friends in the morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone.
The only thing that does matter is great music, and you will find it here.
The all-new Spark FM.